Welcome back to the Mad Spiderverse. Oh, hang on. Welcome back to the Mad Spiderverse. I'm Mad Spidey. Thank you once again for tuning into my channel. Today, it's going to be a pop vinyl haul. So, as per normal, dropped in to see my boy Andrew at Pop Toys down in Moorabbin, southeastern suburbs of Melbourne. He is my guy. He looks after me all the time and has done for many years. And obviously love to support local small business as well. Andrew, if you ever want pops, figures, you know, the McFarlane statues, things like that, he is your man. Obviously, if you're in the area, drop in and see him. Tell him Mad Spidey sent you. And he would definitely look after you. So I always love giving Andrew a shout out because he's done so much for me. So I will shout him out every single pop vinyl haul I will do. But yeah, so we've got 3 boxes full of goodies for you today. Let's get stuck straight into it. First box. So, you know, it's me. It's going to be all Spidey, unless there's the pop, you know, the covers. Yeah, got hooked on those and are buying all the Marvel ones. Hopefully they don't go too nuts with them in the future. They do tend to be sort of just slowly releasing a couple at a time, so that's not too bad. But obviously, Spidey comes in dribs and drabs. Sometimes there's a whole shitload, sometimes there's only a couple. But yeah, I usually don't go and pick up there, you know, once every couple of weeks, once a month, unless it's obviously, you know, a lot of stuff. I try and pick up as, you know, as soon as I'm able. But let's get into the boxes and let's show you what I picked up. So, the standard red and blue Peter Parker Spider-Man Funko Special Edition. So, number 1454. So, they're just, with most popular characters, obviously, they're just going to re-release things, new poses. They'll keep the same old sort of suits and stuff like that. But yeah, they'll they get you. They definitely get you. If you're a pop vinyl collector, you'll know. If you're a completionist, yeah, you'll also know. But yeah, there's nothing special on the back or anything. Just standard one-off Spidey pop, and that's how they get you. We have another special edition Funko Glow in the Dark Venom, number 1469, with that ginormous tongue. They've really gone quite nuts on the tongue this time. I know some of them have been quite elaborate, but that's getting quite beyond a joke. But it is still super cool at the same time. Once again, yes, obviously they've done Venom quite a few times as well. So they'll just new pose, new whatever, rehash it, get you to buy them. I know there's a few people in the community, their favourite Spider-Man is Ben Reilly's Scarlet Spider-Man. So this is the classic blue hoodie version, which they have done before, and they've done a couple other different versions of the Scarlet Spider, but a very classic looking Scarlet Spider. So it was at 1453. So obviously if you're a Scarlet Spider fan, and you know, if you do want to collect pops, obviously that there are not too many Scarlet Spiders, so it's actually not too bad if you just want to go just collect those. There's probably only a handful, I think, at most. Next one. Now, they're also sort of doing these sort of the medium, I suppose you could call it medium-sized ones. Like, obviously, you've seen the ginormous ones. They've done some like really, really big ones. But they're doing these sort of like diorama sort of style ones as well. They have done some in the past where they've actually interconnected. I know they did an Avengers one. Obviously, they did a Spidey one with the Sinister Six. So if you do want to unbox them, you can actually connect the bases up so it builds a whole diorama. But I actually really, really like this one. So Spidey 1462. You can see he's hanging upside down. You can see all the webbing in the background. So it sort of looks like it's almost in like a window, or like, you know, sort of a cutout of an old building or something like that. So that actually looks really, really cool. They give you sort of a picture of what it actually looks like if you took it out of the box. So yeah, and there's, you can see sort of old school sort of brick building. So that one is really, really nice. I really like that one. Another Spider-Gwen as well, another character they keep rehashing, not as much as obviously standard Spidey, but this is done from Across the Spider-Verse, which, how long ago did that come out? And they're still bringing out more. As I said, they get you. 1479. I do love the extra sort of tinge around the eyes. Usually they just give it a brief, like in this picture, just a brief pink outline, but they've actually given it a little bit more of a pop, pun intended. But yeah, hanging upside down. So very, very nice. And obviously on the back, it does show you some of the other ones available from the Across the Spider-Verse range. There is a lot more than that, I can tell you that right now. But very, very cool. All right, so there, the smalls and the one medium. The comic covers, as I said, they've got me hooked on these comic covers. I do like them a lot. I am really, yeah, we won't go there anymore. So we do have a Daredevil one. So this is number 41, and it is from the Daredevil 168, which luckily I now have, because that was actually one of my Jinx books. But Daredevil 168, if you don't know, is the first appearance of Elektra. So that is where that is actually taken from. I think you can actually, yeah, they do actually have the number, because I know with some of the comics they don't put the number in there. So if you don't know the, you might know it by the number but not by the cover, and vice versa. But yeah, very, very cool, and obviously very fitting with the Daredevil show still going on Disney Plus at the moment. Now this one is really cool. Now this one doesn't state the comic, but I do vaguely remember, can't quite remember the number, but I know it's around the time that the Iron Spider suit first came out. Obviously not the MCU one, the original one from the Civil War storyline in the comics. So this is number 67, and it is the Amazing Spider-Man in the Scarlet Spider suit. So very, very cool indeed. I do actually really like that suit too. Like, there's been a lot of suits for Spidey over the years, but it is one that I do like quite a lot. And lucky last. Now, I know he collects a little bit of pops. He's stopped now, but my boy Rob Fatstacks, I think if he was ever gonna buy a pop, it would only be this one. And that is number 68, Spider-Man 2099, with the Spidey 2099 number 1 in the background. Obviously, it's not the actual comic. I haven't mentioned that. I've mentioned that in previous episodes, but not in this one. They are literally just a color copy of the thing, just to give it that bit of depth and to give you a reference. But yeah, very, very cool. Spidey 2099, Miguel O'Hara himself, from the good old shiny 90s. But yeah, no, that is really, really awesome. So there we go. That will do it for this particular video. Thank you so much for watching. Do all the usual YouTube stuff for me, please. Hit the thumbs up on the way out. Leave a comment if you want to. But most of all, please hit that subscribe button. That would be greatly, greatly appreciated. So anyway, hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And Spidey out.